Hey sweet sweets, I'm Lady Nadra. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, where we love all things aesthetically pleasing. We love to hear it, see it, smell it, taste it, feel it. We just love the aesthetics of life. If you're new here, I refer to my community as Sweet Sweets because my godmom, who passed away a couple years ago, that's what she called everybody, was Sweet Sweet. I guess she couldn't remember everybody's name, but everybody thought that that was their special name. So Sweet Sweets is what we call this community in honor of her. She always smelled so good, so I thought it was befitting to make that known in this video. If you're wondering what's on my lips, I'm wearing the Clarins Red Water lip stain, and I have over top of it Huda Beauty's Glossy Lip Gloss. Now, I've been in my perfume bag. I had a birthday last month in May, and so it kind of, prompted this quest to put some new fragrances, like some summer fragrances. I wanted some summer fragrances that packed a punch. You can always find fall and winter fragrances that are deep and sensual and have a tone to them, but like a bottom to them. But summertime fragrances don't necessarily hit, to me, the way that the wintertime and springtime fragrances do. So I thought to look for some fragrances that might challenge that, that might have that bottom to them. I know we always think light and airy, in the summertime, but even if it's light and airy, I wanted to make a splash. I want to leave a scent trail. I want it to stick. I want it to stand out. I like to smell my fragrances, and I like for people to smell them as well. I just joined a couple of fragrance groups on Facebook, and I was convicted because they were saying, they were suggesting airplane fragrances, and I'm like, what? Like airplane fragrances? What is that? And they were saying you shouldn't wear stronger scents on the airplane because somebody might be allergic to your fragrance, and the air is recycled in there and all the things. And I'm like, wow, how considerate, because I've never thought about I'm always putting on something that's gonna make sure that that my fragrance lasts throughout the plane ride, as well as when I get where I'm going. I want to make sure that my fragrance is on point, so I've never thought about the people that might be allergic to it. Sorry. Listen, because I'm an oversprayer. I spray. I'm not gonna even tell y'all how many times I spray. I just spray until I feel like my fragrance is gonna last all day, and you're gonna smell me before I get there and after I leave. So since I've acquired so many fragrances, and my collection is nothing like some of these that I've seen, I don't know how these people are wearing all this perfume, because I find myself fragrance cocktailing, which is what this video is about, layering fragrances and, trying to pack a punch, make them different, give them a different DNA, give them, their own uniqueness, or not necessarily the fragrance their own uniqueness, which they already have, but making it unique to me and what works with my body chemistry, what's pulling out, the best for the day for my, for my fragrance choices. So I decided to share with you guys some of the combinations that I've put together, the cocktails that I've put together that are working best for me. I'm not sure that they'll necessarily work best for you, but here's some suggestions. People are always asking me, how do I know which fragrances to put together? And I don't necessarily just look at the notes, but it's funny because when I do look at the notes of the fragrances that I choose, they kind of match up. It's just something that I smell, the fragrance in there that stands out. I can kind of pair it with something else that is similar or that will enhance it some kind of way. Now, I don't want to make this video real long and note heavy, but I will have to tell you some of the notes so that you can kind of see, since you're not here with me and you can't smell what I'm smelling, if you can see the notes, then you can kind of see where they'll kind of blend together. So I'll list the notes for each fragrance that I'm using, and then kind of point out what might be the powerhouse of the combo. First, we're gonna start off with Gentle Fluidity Gold. This is my hitter, y'all. This is my hitter. And Thé Noir 29 by Le Labo. This one is by MFK, and you can see I got a good dent in this because this is my jam here. This is my girl. She's special. She's special to me, and so is this one. I re-upped. That's why there's not much of a dent in this one because it's kind of new. I actually got this in the month of May, and it had to sit and macerate for a little while, so I didn't use it right away. But this combo right here, cheers. Gentle Fluidity Gold has got juniper berries, nutmeg, coriander, musks, ambery woods, and vanilla. Thé Noir 29 has fig, bay leaf, bergamot, that's at the top. Middle notes are cedar, vetiver, and musk. The base notes are tobacco and hay. So let me just talk about the Thé Noir first. With the tobacco and the hay, that kind of gives it a complexity that most fragrances don't have. I don't hear of a hay note in a lot of fragrances that I have anyway. But the fig, the bay leaf, the hay, and the tobacco notes kind of give it that earthy kind of vibe that definitely complicates the fragrance. You know what I'm saying? It gives it its own uniqueness. Then you couple that with the juniper berries, the vanilla, and the nutmeg in the Gentle Fluidity Gold. Pure magic happens. I get so many compliments when I wear this combo, and it lasts. The projection of it is good, and the longevity of it is good. When you put both of those on, magic. Now, cheers to this next combo. This is Liquide's Imaginaires Blanche Bete, and this is Bvlgari's Chill and Soleil from the Allegra line. Whew, pressure. Now, Blanche Bete is a white floral. I would say it's a milky white floral. It's very lactonic, very lactonic. So if you don't like that, hit fast forward. It has milk at the top, ambrette, and Mystical, which I'm not sure what Mystical smells like. And then it has jasmine, mahonial, which is something else I don't know what that smells like, mahonial, and incense, and tuberose. And then at the bottom, there's vanilla, musk, tonka bean, and cacao. Then Bvlgari's Chill and Soleil has a lemon and a neroli essence. So I would classify this as a citrusy floral, which honestly the neroli kind of makes it lean kind of clean and soapy. Now I'll do a dedicated review. I haven't seen many reviews on the Blanche Bete, I'm sorry, on the Chill and Soleil. I haven't seen many reviews on that yet, but all the reviews that I've seen of Blanche Bete are everybody smells the milk. Everybody smells the milk, the creaminess of the milk, which, like, maybe you don't really want to smell like milk. So Blanche Bete is not for everybody. It definitely is not. But I kept going back to it. I had a sample when I bought another Liquide's Imaginaires fragrance, the Amo de Cool. And I also bought Liquide's by Liquide's Imaginaires. And so with each of those, they gave me a fragrance. You know, when you buy fragrances at Neiman's, they're kind of stingy with the samples. But they did give me a sample, and I put it in my travel bag along with another sample that I got of Chill and Soleil. And so when I went for a day trip where I could only take my carry-on on the plane, and so I had these two samples in my travel bag, and when I got where I was going, I didn't have any perfume. My thought was I'll just use whatever fragrances I have, and I'm an oversprayer, so one fragrance wasn't gonna do me no good. You know, so I decided to just go ahead and put them both on and layer them. And whew, oh my gosh, y'all. I got so many, I went to a funeral. First off, I was at a funeral and people were stopping me like, you smell so good. You smell so good. You know, I sang that day, and so they were, you know, coming up to me to hug me and tell me they enjoyed my song, and then they would hug me and they're like, oh, you smell wonderful. What are you wearing? And I'm like, I didn't even really know what to tell them until I got back to my room and I researched my little sample cards, and I'm like, what did I have on? And it was Lakeed's Imaginaires, Blanche, Bete, and Bvlgari's, and I used to say that wrong, Bvlgari, I would say it, or Bvlgari, but it's Bvlgari, according to the people in the store. It was Bvlgari's Chill and Soleil, and magic happens when you put those two fragrances together. I'm not sure in the notes, I'm not sure what is playing off of one another, but they work well together. The next fragrance cocktail is Initio's Paragon. Let me show you what the bottle looks like just in case you need to know. Initio's Paragon and the House of Ooze Bonbon Pop. Cheers to this combo. Because baby, you have to be confident. You have to be confident when you're wearing these fragrances. This combo is killer, and you got to be confident because you got to match what you smell like. The depth of the Paragon, oh gosh. It's got lavender, citrus green, and bergamot, and white sage, which makes it fresh and herby. Then it's got Palo Santo and black pepper. Oh, that, I mean, that really takes it up. That black pepper and that Palo Santo, the spiciness of this Palo Santo. Then it ends with sandalwood and creamy agarwood, which takes it, in my opinion, into date night or a nighttime fragrance. But then when you add the playfulness of that Bonbon Pop, it does something, sis. It does something special. You have white peach, coconut, and bergamot. And then the middle notes are patchouli and jasmine. The base notes are brown sugar, precious woods, musks, and amber. And like I said, this sounds very, very sweet and playful. And it is sweet and playful, but it's more grown and sexy playful. Not like Pink Sugar. I think I've said that before. It's not like Pink Sugar, because Pink Sugar is definitely youthful. Bonbon Pop is more of a grown woman, sexy, playful. Does that make sense? But when you put those bad boys together, like the white peach, you know, the juiciness of it, paired with the black, the spiciness of the complexity of the Palo Santo and the black pepper, it just kind of, it does something special. It like explodes. All the herbs and the spices and the patchouli and the jasmine, it all comes together so well. That's one of my favorite combos, and I'm really getting sad because I have a hard time finding Bonbon Pop. I found it at the scent room when I went to Dallas, and they were saying when I bought it that was the last time that they were going to be selling it because they were having distributor problems or something like that. So they weren't going to sell it at the scent room anymore, and I've been looking it up online, and I guess I can find it. It's just, I don't know, and I can't really see the juice. I can't see how much. It feels like I have at least like this much left. That's what it feels like in here, but I can't see it. I want to see it. I want to see how much juice I have left because I love this fragrance. Now, this next cocktail, I'm going to have to cheers them all because it's like a lot. So cheers to this combo. We're going to cheers you. We're going to cheers you. And we're going to cheers you. Okay, now sis, these, any kind of way you want to put them on. If you want to put them on one at a time, two at a time, all three at a time, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. It's your stuff. It's your juice. You pay for it, so you know. But we have Bond number 9, Greenwich Village, Maison Francis Kurkdijian's Aqua Media, and Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gioia. Now let's start with Bond 9's Greenwich Village. We have the top notes of lychee, cassis, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are water lily, peony, and jasmine. Base notes are ambroxan, praline, musks, vanilla, and oak moss. I mean, that was kind of brilliant. Who thought to put oak moss, vanilla, lychee, praline? You know, that's kind of genius. Big ups. Then Aqua Media's top notes are verbena and bergamot. I don't know what that is. Middle notes are fennel and hedione. I don't know what that is either. Base notes are matcha tea, musks, and woodsy notes. So when I first smelled Aqua Media, it was just way too green for me. But you know, I put some on my hand, and as the day went on, I enjoyed it more and more, but that wasn't enough for me. I went back at least 5 times and did that same process, you know what I mean? Just kind of smelling it, trying to live with it, because something about it was intriguing to me. And my first thought was I would bring it home and put something like pink sugar. I always keep a pink sugar in my collection, you know, just, I don't know, it's nostalgic. I used to put that on my daughter all the time, so I gotta have it all the time, you know? But I thought maybe put something really sweet with it, and that did well. That did, you know, pretty good. I'm not mad at it, but it did have to grow on me, if I'm honest. So for Acqua di Gioia, you have citruses and red fruits. The middle notes are jasmine and damask rose. Base notes are woodsy notes and musk. So they all kind of have a similar DNA, you know, takes a few notes and add a few, like the red fruits are something that kind of comes out. The matcha tea, they all have woodsy notes in them. But then the vanilla and the praline, you know, that kind of, the peony, yeah, those things kind of stand out and make the combination of them in all 3. I've worn them all. I've done all 3, honestly, and they ate. Listen, put your stuff on. Wear your fragrances, you guys. You gotta play with them. Be willing to play. If you want to just play with it at night and kind of see where it goes, then, you know, find a time. We wear it to the gym or to the store. You know, you don't have to wear it to your events, you know, but play with your fragrances, because when we accumulate so much and then we don't use them, perfumes tend to go bad after a while. I always say that. So you gotta be mindful of that aspect of it, and then be sure to use all your fragrances. That's all I'm saying. Find a way to use them. Okay, I hope I enticed you to at least try some different combinations. You know, if you have 1 or 2 of these fragrances or something similar to these fragrances, look at the notes or look up the notes. You can just Google what are the notes to whatever fragrance you have and find out what's actually, you know, in it. And if you're not familiar with top notes, middle notes, base notes, or heart notes, or that's typically the middle notes or the heart notes, when you spray a fragrance, and you know, most people do this, you know, they tell you not to do that. They want you to spray the fragrance, just let it develop. Because when you first spray, you're gonna smell the top notes when you first spray. Then when you know, after it lives about maybe 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, somewhere in there, when it starts to dry down, then you'll get the heart notes or the middle notes. And then as it settles into your skin and everything, then you'll start to smell the base notes. And that's how it's gonna pretty much reside on your skin. That's kind of what you're after, getting to where the base notes are, how they develop on your skin. And if you're moving it around, you know, doing that thing there, which everybody does it, but I don't know why, but if you're doing that, you're kind of disturbing the progression of the fragrance. So figure out how it lives on your skin. So just let it develop and then figure out how it works with your body chemistry. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. I need the thumbs ups. That just helps YouTube to understand that my video is one to push up. We want to go up. So if you'll help me by giving me a thumbs up, and also engagement helps. So if you talk to me in the comments, let me know what combos you like. What might you try? Drop your combo down in the comment section. I will definitely respond to your comment. Just leave me one. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, hit the bell for notifications so you can know when I upload a video. I typically upload at least a vlog every week. Since I got so much perfume lately, I've been doing perfume reviews. So just my take on the fragrance. All right, hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.